Salute. Salute to you and yours on this Monday. Hopefully you're not working. And if you are, God bless you. You're the reason the economy goes round. No matter what they tell you. This could be an investment economy, a financial economy, but it don't happen without the frontline workers. Solidarity. Welcome, I'm Rob. Hit the subscribe, the like button. Leave a comment. I'm going to talk about something pretty interesting. China's getting some slack. Wait, slack? No, flack. If you're getting slack, that means they're cutting you. It means they're cutting you some slack. It means they're not giving you a hard time. China's getting some flack for dyeing chow chows to look like pandas, which is hilarious. Let's be honest. I think if you could dye other animals to look like other animals, it's kind of funny. As long as it doesn't hurt the animal. Let's be very clear about that. Very clear. This is the assumption that China is using non-toxic chemicals to dye their chow chows to look like pandas. And I'll say this, if you've seen the thumbnail, these dogs look like pandas. You could have fooled me. If I see someone walking down the street with a chow chow that was dyed like a panda, I think they had a baby panda. Makes me want to get one. Makes me want to get a baby panda. And let's face it, if you had a panda, nobody's breaking into your house. I wonder what kind of sound a panda makes. Or are they just silent? Are they the silent killer? Because you know a grizzly bear makes a monstrous guttural roar. Does anybody know if a panda like meeps? Meep. Or if it hisses? Or if it growls? Maybe a panda barks. I don't know. Again, hit subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and I put all the links in the description because people are giving China a hard time. I think not only for them dyeing these chow chows to look like pandas, again, hilarious. What other dog could you dye to look like something? I think it just works for chow chows and pandas. I think a panda is like the most... I should have thought about this before I went live. Could you dye another dog to look like a different kind of animal? Maybe you could give a dog zebra stripes. Mini horse dogs. But they're saying, I don't think it's just people are giving China a hard time about the fact that they dyed these dogs. Again, if you want to see the pictures of these adorable chow chows that look exactly like pandas. They even kind of walk like chubby little pandas. Like chubby baby pandas. And it's weird because they do have them in a zoo exhibit. And I think this is the bigger point that people are making. Like they're tricking people into thinking the zoo has pandas, which it doesn't. And I think those were the complaints online. Like, hey, you duped me into thinking you had baby pandas. And I came and those are clearly dogs. Which is, again, hilarious. So funny that China is duping people. This zoo in China is tricking people into thinking they have pandas. And you would think so too, right? New zoo opened up May 1st and they're like, come and look at the panda dogs. Dogs in very fine print, panda with an asterisk. And that's what they're claiming. They're like, we were very clear that these dogs were dogs, not pandas. I beg to differ. But if people are getting mad that they're dyeing dogs, like hair dye on dogs, because that's what some of the comments in this article were saying. Again, you can read it for yourself. I link all the articles in the description. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. I go live every weekday. I am Rob. I bring you entertainment, news, and a weird point of view. But these people can't be mad at China or act like this is some Chinese thing that, you know, China is allowing their zoos to dye dogs, because the second article I put in the description proves that this is more American than anything else. And the article, I put an old article just to prove how long Americans been doing this. This article, I believe, is from July 2012. And you know it's old because it highlights JWoww and Snooki. If you don't know who they are, you are very young. From Jersey Shore. It used to be an MTV show. And it shows all these celebrities like Amber Heard, JWoww, Courtney Stodden, Emma Watson was on there. Emma Watson had completely dyed her dog pink. And all these celebrities, I remember Paris Hilton, I think, had those, remember the pocketbook, the teacup chihuahuas that went crazy? I'll never forget, I went to a pet store one time and they were like, man, do not buy a blue tang. After that movie Finding Dory came out, everybody was buying the blue tangs. That's what kind of fish Dory is. And they didn't know how to take care of them. They just wanted them because their kids loved Dory. And I guess there was mass graves filled with blue tang fish because the saltwater aquarium is not for a beginner. Same with Paris Hilton getting the teacup chihuahua. Then everybody wanted it. Same with this article where it documents that celebrities, I couldn't believe Emma Watson, shame on you for dyeing your dog pink. And these are dogs, by the way, these chow chows at least have a bunch of fur, a bunch of hair. The dogs that these celebrities are coloring, that are dyeing bright pink and purple, these are skinny little dogs that have no fur, no second coat, no thick coat. These are like, again, like teacup chihuahua style dogs. And they're dyeing them pink, purple, giving them highlights. So I say not shame on China, I say shame on you, Emma Watson, JWoww Snooki, for dyeing your dog, for setting the trend for China. China took a look at you American celebrities and went, oh, they're dyeing their dogs to match their shoes? Well, we'll dye our dogs to look like pandas, which is a brilliant business idea. And let's face it, once this catches hold in corporate America, don't you think they're going to be dyeing animals to look like something to get attendance numbers up at the zoo? That's a weird thing. Do investment firms buy zoos? Do they invest in zoos? Are zoos public? Do they have IPOs? Good afternoon, Kevin Hawthorne. What is going on? Good to see you, brother. How's Florida treating you? Is it 1,000,000,000 degrees? Humidity 1,000? Careful of the mosquitoes. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I bring you weird entertainment news. This is my talk show. That's essentially what it is. And hopefully I'll give you some kind of new perspective, something to think about. Because if you've seen this article in the news about China dyeing their dogs, their chow chows to look like pandas, I love saying that because that is so funny. It brings a smile to my face every time. You could see pictures in the description if you didn't see the thumbnail. But if you're ready to jump on China's back, let me defend China for a second, okay? And say they're just taking a page out of Paris Hilton and Emma Watson's book. And I highly encourage you to look at that Yahoo link I put in the description, because those dogs look like they're being punished. The celebrity dogs that have been dyed purple. And I was reading that you could get your dog dyed for as low as $25. They're dyeing their tails bright pink. Like, that should be animal cruelty. Dyeing a chow chow to look like a panda, who knows? That could, in the long run, they could evolve into that. Evolution could make them look like pandas one day, because in China, they might have to assimilate into the panda country if pandas are back on the rise. I don't know if they're still on the verge of extinction. Panda's got to be the coolest bear out there, right? I like Kung Fu Panda. I like bamboo. Don't they just sit around and eat bamboo all day? And again, if anybody knows what kind of sound a panda makes, has anybody heard a panda? I don't think there's on record a sound of a panda. The only sound I've heard a panda make is when they fall out of a tree. Which, again, adorable. By far the greatest bear there ever was. Panda bear. Fight me over it. I hate when YouTubers say that. Fight me in the comments. Nobody's going to fight you in the comments. They're just going to troll you. Salute to everybody joining me. In case you don't know, this is my drink. It's lemonade and espresso shots. Great summer drink. Oh, did you see that Panera Bread is removing the charged lemonade? It only took, like, what, 3 deaths? Only 3 people needed to die from caffeinated lemonade for them to say, let's take it off the menu. It might be a bad idea. But essentially, I make my own charged lemonade. Lemonade with some blonde shots of espresso. It's delicious. It's a little kick in the pants, but also hydrating. It is great for the summer. Alright, so I wanted to bring you that story. The other article that I did not link in the description, Kevin Hawthorne. We'll be getting some rain this week. Next 3 months will be hard for me to work a lot. Is it rainy season in Florida? But listen, my brother lives down in Florida. Doesn't it rain for like 20 minutes and then it's nice and then it rains again? Either way, man, you stay safe out there. Those thunderstorms, when it does rain in Florida, it's crazy. The other thing I want to talk about, and I did not link it in the description, and I apologize, but Steve Buscemi says he got, there were articles all day yesterday about this, and I can't believe it because Steve Buscemi is amazing. If you haven't seen him in Portlandia, the episode about how he's trying to sell celery, he's trying to get celery back into pop culture and make it popular again. Brilliant. Steve Buscemi also directed some of the Portlandia episodes. Steve Buscemi, the iconic dude from the meme from 30 Rock, where he's like, hey, fellow kids, you know, with the skateboard over his back, where obviously he looks very old. That meme, that's Steve Buscemi. He says yesterday in an article that he was attacked on the streets of New York, which, what kind of D-bag attacks Steve Buscemi? Steve Buscemi, amazing human. Always been good, staying out of the crosshairs of the public scrutiny. Does amazing work. Beautiful actor. And he says he got punched in the face, which you gotta think, like, does he owe somebody money? Was it somebody who didn't like his latest movie? Like, why? He didn't get robbed. He didn't say he got robbed or nothing like that. And New York isn't that wild anymore. I mean, certain parts of it are, but it's a weird story. And again, I'm sorry, I did not link it in the description. You could look it up. I forgot. Roaring Kitty is back on Twitter. That's the other thing. I don't know if you've seen that. Yesterday, he made his triumphant return to Twitter. I get alerts. He just posted a meme of a guy sitting up. Roaring Kitty, you know him from GameStop, Diamond Hands. He's actually from right around here, Massachusetts. I think he's South Shore, though, Brockton. So Roaring Kitty's back on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, check him out. I wish I was a part of that GameStop. I think he made, I don't know how much money, a lot of money. I gotta wrap this up, but again, hit that subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment if there's a story, if you've died your dog, what you think about it. If it's non-toxic and it does not hurt the animal, is it really like an issue? Celebrities don't think so, we know that, but, you know, they might have a little bit of sociopath in them. Just a touch. Look, I'm gonna get a dog so I can dye it and match my underwear. So if you could hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, because I go live every weekday. That's my word to you. I can't give you my word on what time, but let's just say if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified and you can join me when we go live. Kevin, good to see you up in the comments. Appreciate you guys. I gotta run, so everybody that's working, solidarity, stay cool. I already said subscribe, right? I think so. Sorry, I'm tired. All right, peace. Salute.